Games just mean whatever I decide to do. Guess I'll go for hydrophobia to make that up. Failing first person strat should never happen. Okay, sure. Of course this is the 216 cap. That's actually hilarious. .216 no first person strat is just the power of Switch 2. That was pretty good 5-1x potential. Might still be. I'll probably go for no stopping DSS again. That was a horrible lineup, but okay. Am I actually like unlocking DSS? Because 3 in a row was unheard of for me. Will not complain at all. Feels like it's just barely gonna miss 5-1x. I don't know. Oh, it is. Let's go. With no first person and the sketchiest DSS ever. Basically all of my DSSs have been sketchy today, but just worked somehow. Barely. Feels like I'm just getting lucky. Spin Pound did not cooperate. Normal seed grab to make up for it. That probably doesn't even lose a lot to spin pounding out, honestly. That is not a backflip. Pretty sure I'm like 5 behind a really good sand. With a 5-1x cascade exit, it shouldn't matter too much. That's a little better. I tried putting it on the platform a little when I got Block Moon. Okay, still no coins, but the movement in Sphinx Room actually worked. Surely this one's a sub 10, right? Kinda doubt it. 10:00.1. Yeah, 440.2. Would have actually been a really good sound if I got a backflip instead of a long jump. Probably won't go for a backflip again, and hope normal doesn't screw me. It never really screws me when I do it as a backup. Dude. I don't care, I'm continuing. I need to escape this. I think the problem with doing normal lake clip immediately is that the "you got a moon" text is in the way, so it's hard to see the setup. I mean, 12:55 isn't like a horrible exit, but I know it can be a lot better. Can probably be like 10 ahead of it, even without backflip late clip, honestly. If I get like a 957 sand and then a 248. Just gotta like gold wooded and I'm fine. I think I backed that up really well. Let's go. That was a clean out of bounds. This is probably goldable. Oh, it's definitely goldable. Yo, Wanathan. This is my first run out of Wooded. And it should be golding. 503. It's funny, at the start of Wooded I was like, if I just golded, I'll be fine, and I actually did. Because Lake was horrible. Lost like 7 there, even to a good Lake without backflip clip. Yeah, 503.3. Clean Wooded. 0.1 behind best pace ever. That's too far. Wait, no, that is the spot. Never mind. Barely got the hat. I was practicing that hint heart spot earlier. You definitely don't need fast hats at your level, but if you were to look into tricks, fast hats would be one of the first ones I'd recommend. Pretty sure it's like 10 seconds in both Cloud and Moon. Yeah, the last one's definitely the easiest one, because you can damage boost to set it up. The first one you just have to be really fast for, and the second one is kinda dumb. That was way too sketch. I was so scared that wasn't gonna work. Nice solid 207. No PBs for you yet. You'll get there. It's only a matter of time before you improve at your level. Yeah, 2133 lost exit with that lake is kinda crazy. You keep resetting shortly after CCS. I would not recommend resetting a bunch, because you need to get that late game practice in. Okay, let's not die here again. That's what I did on the last run of my last session. That triple jump just didn't make it far enough. That barely made it up. Your lake and loaded are solid. It's so demoralizing though. Yeah, I definitely get that it's hard to continue bad runs, but it can be worth it. Not every run you finish has to be a PB for you to still be improving. You could try, like, comparing to something else, like average or just no split comparison at all. Yes. Giggler was rocky for me in practice today, because it took me so many attempts to hit it once and get my feel back, but it looks like I did a little. You need lunch in practice, but you never get there. Yeah, so either I would get more runs to luncheon, or just individually practice it outside of runs. Those were pretty good Wiggler shots. This run's actually, like, cracked besides the lake and maybe the sand. Everything else has basically been perfect. Gold, you're calling it? Day Metro is definitely goldable. I'm surprised I haven't yet with the better loads. My gold does have drive-by scoot clip, which I'm not doing for safety, but still. That was weird. Yeah, what is it? I'll read that in a minute. I'm gonna go for it. I was not sure if I was still fast enough for that bullet bill strat. That is actually crazy. Interesting fact. Your dad likes to point that out every year. Makes sense. Aw. I don't know if it could have golded without that bonk. Would have been close. Still looking like a good day Metro. That's a wild mistake. Really annoying. What do you mean wash? Still getting a 406 a day Metro with that is honestly impressive. Probably would have golded. Maybe even without that. Definitely without that and without the bonk after pool. This is still maybe 58able with a good second half. 30 flats, not impossible on Switch 2. 15 off Sob, but my golds aren't optimized. Snow and Seaside and Bunnies are still really goldable. I've had to do that backup like every run lately. Not even gonna go for a clip. Hasn't worked in a while. This is 100% gold pace. Clean snow plus loads. Doesn't matter I didn't do moon clip. That shop load gets me every time. Ah, that's some nice redemption for a gold pace that died to Snowdram recently. 430. Yeah, I knew Snow had a lot of time save with the loads that made it goldable. Nice to capitalize on it. Maybe 58 is alive. Definitely will be if I hit Fish Dip. Which seemed to click for me again when I was practicing it recently. Seaside's definitely goldable too if I hit it. Yeah, that was a pretty clean snow. Told you it clicked. Wait, no, I'm going back in. Well. This is literally exactly my PB now. Yeah, +1 on best split times. So it is a similar pace and messed up Fish Dip again. I did the hard part though. And it'll probably still lose like no time to balance because it's messed up. That's not working. Never mind. Never mind, that is actually the type of seaside I would expect for that. 323 is rough. At this point, I'm probably continuing for just PB and not 58. Dude, with a better Lake Day Metro and Seaside, even without Backflip Lake Clip, I can legit save 25 in those 3 splits. Imagine a 5830 BPT right now. Well, the way I messed it up lost even more time than it normally was. Because I actually got the clip, and then I spent a second trying to set it up out of bounds to get the moon, and then clipped back in. As opposed to times where I've just, like, missed the initial clip. With Switch 2 loads, I've still been able to play, like, 5 off of my Switch 1 gold. No way I spin drilled off of that. Feels like I haven't gotten that roll cancel off in forever. And then I proceed to do that. Classic. That needs to not happen. I'm going back down. This run's kind of falling apart. So just getting out the mistakes out of the way now for when I run it back and I'm on 58 pace again. probably looking at around a 620-ish. You hate driving that Switch, Pambros suck. Yeah, that's a weird one to not lose quite a lot of time on. 621. So I'm looking at like what, 5906 BPT. Should still be able to PB it. That's unfortunate though. Killed my cope chances of 58. I could literally be 35 ahead of this if everything aligned in the bad kingdoms. Barely got up in time to do that fast. That's probably a gold. Lower 313. Oh yeah, the triple jump backwards are really fun. I try to do them during downtime just to look cool. It's kind of hard. You want to like get a ground pound roll into a roll cancel the exact opposite direction, and then some well-timed presses. That globe totally just killed gold. Still beats my Switch one ruined gold. What do I need? 1250 BM for PB. Should be doable on Switch 2. That's already a BM I can get on Switch 1 if I play well. And I got like a 1245 or something recently. Let's see if my dive back practice from a couple of days ago still works. Whoa. Let's go, it did pay off. Yeah, I just don't need to go as far as I think I do. The recapture. Why does it feel like everything this run is just weird? Because Mario is very weird. So true. Lots of weird stuff happens in this game. I was half expecting Topper to screw me. Would have preferred it to be now instead of on comfy 58 pace. But surely it just doesn't happen at all. Whoa. Yeah, Topper would never. Four tens, good. Might have been close to gold without that recapture. I just saw the plus 0.1 on best split times, which should be my actual PB comparison. Because I'm pretty sure my PB had a bad mech moon. Well, I know the moon was bad because I tried and failed 2DSS once. Which, honestly, I may do this run as well. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Or I choke it to climb. Just getting it out of the way now. I wonder how much of that lost. I think it's like 7 off gold. So 50 on 16 BPG. I wouldn't say target acquired is a super hard strat, but it's easy to just get in your head when you're nervous on pace, and it only saves a couple seconds. I mean, my first PB with target acquired was my first 101. I added it really late. This BPT is gonna put me in a weird situation, because I could either not do 2DSS and maybe PB by 1 or 2 seconds, or try to go for 2DSS, because if I hit it, it would actually be a significant PB. But like, one missed 2DSS attempt is probably enough to kill it. Like, even if it's a pretty quick one and I go in the pipe. At 109, honestly, you should try learning birdless mech somewhat soon. Oh, I made him do the weird thing with the fire. Wait, no, I need to get over there. That slow fire is probably gonna make it really close without 2DSS, honestly. I need a 201 to PV. Honestly, could probably get it no 2DSS. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Just see what happens. That was a good 2D. $56, maybe 55 actually. That pillar probably about killed it. It's a 19. I mean, a PV's a PV. It is a 1x.